Ah, okay. Um, Welcome to 10 Minutes of Music. I don't know if that's the actual name that's going to be on whatever this is, but for right now, this is the first episode. We're going to do a quick interview with my roommate, Junior, Narek. Um, but this is just the start of something. It's like, I like music, other people like music, so why not, talk about it? I don't think much people do. So, yeah, just starting out. Um,
The one and only
the one and only. That's my roommate, Junior.
Junior.
Yeah, I've lived with him for about 3 years now. We were roommates since freshman year. But what's up, Junior? How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling, bro.
Yeah?
I'm excited
That's good.
to
I'm glad.
share what I love about music.
That's good. I'm glad. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the whole point.
Mhm.
All right. So I just got a few questions. I'm trying to make this under 10 minutes. Obviously, that's the name of the title. But if we segue into like 12 or 13 minutes, fine. It's all good.
Mhm.
So I guess just the first question I have is, how would you describe your music taste to someone who's never met you before? Like, is it something that you think is
That's
hard to express, or is it something you think more people understand?
if it's hard to express or more people understand.
Yeah, like if you think your own music taste kind of takes a minute to explain, or do you think it's just
I feel like my music taste has what's it called? Is its very own thing. So I
Mhm.
feel like mine is very different as a my music taste. I feel like has always been different from other people,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's uniquely mine because it's just based on like how I was raised or what I picked up on from like what music I've been exposed to and what resonated with me and resonated with like my life. And I liked music more as a artistical sense
Yeah.
and like I appreciated like what people would create and what emotional value they'll share too. And I feel like I feel like I've explored a lot of different types of music, and I feel like my music taste is very different from other people. And I feel like Santa Cruz has helped me. Just being out here has helped me like appreciate and strengthen like
Your
my
core.
my
Hmm.
core, and it's also like allowed me to appreciate other forms of music.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's just encouraged me to like listen to a lot of things and maybe like hopefully one day like even play some things
Yeah, for
too.
sure, for sure.
But other than that, I like to listen to music just based on feelings or
Hmm.
just like what's just going in my mind or how I'm feeling energetically or emotionally, or like if I want to like feel more, I listen to something that has more like lyrical and like
Yeah.
sentimental value, or I
Mellow.
listen to
Yeah.
something that's like um or if I feel like I want to like be locked,
Yeah. Yeah.
or like in school I listen to like jazz like things or
Hmm.
like slower calmer music. And then I also like I like I like experimental music as well, but I don't know. I like what attracts me to music is that people I like to hear what the artists try to create, and I really appreciate albums, and I feel like albums is like a lost
Hmm.
uh, way of how can you say it? Way of experiencing music and just like learning more about music and an artist of what
Yeah.
they're trying to create and what they're trying to convey and how an audience or a fan could like resonate with it. So
That's
I
good.
feel like
Yeah.
yeah, it's a great teaching.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I definitely remember that it took me a while to get into music. Specifically when I was a kid, I never really saw the point of it, which is funny now. Um, but uh, back then, I didn't really get the whole point of listening to music. But as I got older, my mom, she influenced me. But yeah, now I think it's a really big part of who I am, and
That's in
I'm
your
guessing how
identity.
you are too.
Yeah.
I just think it's a big part of everybody's life. Um, Thank you. But getting to the second question, if you can, what's the first song or artist you remember really loving?
Ooh,
The
shit.
first one, even if
That's
if you can
so
remember.
hard. I
I
feel like
know.
I have like probably like 5 to 7 like people I
Mm-hmm.
think of. I really think of like Strokes last night or
Okay.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Or I really think of is it not Sean Paul? What's his name?
Oh,
Yeah,
I know you're
what's
talking
his
about.
name? I remember Neo,
Mm-hmm.
Mario,
Yeah, that's right.
and Do You Remember? Those are the ones I
Mm-hmm.
resonate the most. And then
Okay.
like then it would probably be like Cardi. No,
Cardi
not
B.
not Cardi B.
That's
Lady
crazy.
Gaga. It'd be Lady Gaga
Uh-huh.
and who else? A few of like Kanye song like uh Heartless or whatever that
Okay.
one song. Yeah, I feel
Nice.
like
Yeah.
that era were
Yeah,
like
that whole
a lot of
era.
songs I
Yeah,
remember
that
the
era was
most.
nice.
Yeah, like 2009 or 2008.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh
Okay. Nice, man. Um, so in your opinion, what do you think makes good music to you? Like, do you think it's the lyrics, the production, maybe the mood, maybe something else that the song delivers?
I feel like for me, it's like how the artist delivers and really puts emphasis into
Okay.
like what they're creating.
Hmm.
And I feel like
Like the effort.
ultimately, I feel like my role is like I respect artists who don't do it for like clout and fame and
Yeah,
money.
for
I
sure.
do it for I like artists who like really try to like share like their story in a way and and I feel like a lot of fans and people like me resonate it with it a lot. And I feel like a lot of music
Hmm.
and artists like it could be like, for example, like how people resonate with like I guess maybe Radiohead. I don't know. I feel like bands like those have like helped me like even like or even Jeff Buckley like as an
Yeah,
example like feel things or express things that like I couldn't say verbally
oh, you're
or
right. Yeah.
like they said the things that I was feeling. That's why I fuck with them
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like I really appreciate them as like artists.
They make you like realize the deeper things like that you can't
Hmm.
really even say yourself. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's fair.
like if I compare someone like that to like fucking like Juice World or like Convolk or whatever, I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like uh, I don't know. That's like
It's not the same.
it's not the same.
Yeah,
The delivery, at
that's
least.
fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah. There's a lot of differences, especially right now with the industry, where like people are trying to get into it more because they have the money to instead of actually putting their actual soul into like a song.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's really you can kind of tell when people just do it for the cup.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully you know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you feel like your music taste says something about who you are as a person?
I feel like yeah, in a way. I feel like really depends because I feel like I switch up, and right now I'm in more of an explorative state with music.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm like stuck to listen to certain artists, it's probably like reflecting to like where I'm at
Okay,
in my
that's
life
fair.
currently,
Yeah.
or like I feel like I don't know. I feel like my music also like it also like exposes me of like I guess maybe like fucking hardships I've had
Mm-hmm.
or like um or maybe like the fun moments or nostalgic moments I had when I was younger.
Yeah,
So
that's
like
nice.
victories and
Yeah,
loses.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it brings. I remember that too. Remember specifically this one Neo song. Name, but I remember such a vivid memory. We were coming back from a track meet, and my friends just started blasting it because they were excited for it, and they just, and I just remember waking up and hearing that song, and then, yeah, I mean that's just the power that music has.
Mm-hmm.
Brings back a lot of memories.
A lot of good memories. Yeah.
Um, how do you discover new music? Is there like a specific way? Is it mainly friends online, maybe video games, maybe
I would.
possibly movies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say for me, it's probably like hearing what friends also play, or
Mm-hmm.
like I hear something in public, I try to like search the
Shazam,
song,
yeah,
or I also try to, or it's just me like focusing on artists too, who I'm like not too familiar with, and I
yeah,
try to listen to their albums, or I try to listen to artists that are similar, or sometimes, sometimes on Spotify or whatever, if it like recommends me like new artists,
mm-hmm.
or like the DJ plays like something new or something
That's right.
similar to like what I listen to, then like
Mm-hmm.
that's how I find new music. Or yeah, do
That's good.
just creating blends
Yeah.
or sharing playlists with people.
Nice.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's a really cool way for Spotify to implement. I mean, I use Apple Music, but
Mhm.
That's another debate for another time.
I know, and
Um,
Spotify has its own issues too.
I know I kind of know the answer to this, and I know you kind of talked about it a bit earlier, but has anyone in your life influenced your taste in music a lot?
Ooh, I feel like when I first started discovering my music taste, which
Mm,
was in middle school, I feel like everyone was like listening to like hip hop or like rap, like the
yeah.
Migos or like 21 Savage or
Mm,
whoever. And I felt like I liked some of the music, but I just felt like I didn't really like the deeper level of it, of
yeah.
like the message of it. And I just felt like it was just like very surface level.
Yeah.
And I uh I really got my music origination from my parents.
Yeah.
And a combination of the two, and
Mm-hmm.
then mostly my mom, and then I started listening to like older music,
Mm-hmm.
and then started from like I want to say the 70s and 80s music, and then I decided to go back to the 60s music,
Mm,
and then I started working my ways to like 90s and 2000s, and then remembering shit
mm-hmm.
from when I was a kid, and then I started exploring other stuff outside of there, and I felt like and then I had like a grunge phase, and then I really appreciated like what grunge artists created or like motivated other artists to create other music down later down the road, and I started listening to those artists and bands, and then yeah, my motivation was probably from my parents and
That's
family, my
yeah.
grandparents.
That's good, man. Yeah,
Hmm.
and I think it's kind of more special that way. It brings some of them into your own way now.
Hmm.
It's really nice. I kind of went through the same thing. My uncle and my mom, they mainly put me through the new music,
Hmm.
mainly Queen and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
yeah, no, great way.
I loved Queen in like eighth grade.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hmm.
Bohemian Rhapsody came out. It was really nice.
That's fire. Yeah.
Um, is there a song that's really tied to a specific memory or time in your life? I know it's kind of like a vague question because there's like a lot of songs that do that, but is there any
Hmm.
one you could just particularly remember now?
Like a certain memory or moment in my
Yeah,
life.
just a song. Like if you heard the song right now, you boom, remember that memory or something.
Shit, that one's hard. I
Mm,
feel like it would have to be. There's so many songs that could fit
I
that,
know.
but
Yeah.
like I feel like if I listen to like I want to say like certain like U2 songs, or like
Mm,
I want to say this one song from the Toxic Airborne event. Uh, after what is it called? After Midnight or something.
okay.
Um, those songs bring me back, and then if I listen to like Leo Don,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of brings me in an emotional setting of like thinking about the passing of my abuelita,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it definitely like hits me more raw or
Yeah.
takes me back. Or yeah, for a UT song, it would be I think it's called One,
Mm,
or like yeah, just One, and
mm-hmm.
I fuck with that song heavy. And then Simulation Swarm probably too,
Okay.
by
Yeah,
Big Thief.
for sure.
Definitely like with like the moments I have had with that song just popping out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
With in certain like deep moments of my life, I feel like yeah, that song has hopped on that bandwagon as
Mm-hmm.
well.
For sure, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So I know you played like a little bit of instrument. Why do you think it's so important to people? Why do you think music is so important to people, even if they can't play an instrument? I
Even if they
guess.
can't,
Yeah.
like with my experience at least.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I feel like with my experience, I don't really like know how to play,
Mm-hmm.
but the curiosity is definitely there.
Yeah.
And if I had if I had time and less external stressors and factors, I would lock into it more. But I feel like for me, why it's important is that it's not just creating like a new hobby or skill, but I just feel like it goes into like a more I feel like it expresses me more.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a form of expression, and
Yeah.
like at the same time, I just feel like it's a creation of something, and like it's an art that allows freedom and expression. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
like I just feel like why I want to create music is to like create a narrative of like not just like potentially like my experiences of life, but like how, but also like how people can resonate with it, and then also like not even just me, but I would like to sing about shit, just bullshit that a lot
Mhm.
of people relate to, or like a lot of the hate that the world goes
Yeah.
experiences,
Hmm.
and the frustrations people have in their minds. Like I feel like I'd love to like share that, and it just I think it's very therapeutic too.
Yeah.
So
No, for sure.
that's why I like it a lot.
It's just getting it out there, even if you can't put it down in like words or something. You just express yourself through
Hmm.
this instrument that you know is there for you. It speaks for you. Um, yeah. Uh, with last two questions,
Word.
but if you had to pick three songs that represent you, just
Oh
at
shit.
random,
Uh
maybe quick fire, what would they be and why?
huh.
It's a
Just
hard
me.
one.
Yeah, it's just because I'm very an indecisive person,
I
so I
know.
feel like the next day that could totally change.
How about three maybe albums, if that helps?
Ooh, that represent me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Um,
It's all good.
I'm trying to split them evenly, like through genres and shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
as
for
in
sure.
like this expresses like my liveliness. This expresses like my darkness, and this expresses like blah blah blah. I would say okay before, not so much now, but I would say definitely like a prominent aspect of that happened. Albums I listened to in my life,
Mm-hmm.
at least high school, at least. I remember, especially from high school, I listened to The Strokes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to Stone Temple Pilots because of I just really why I resonated with them a lot is because I really saw what they were trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
especially like when I learned the histories of like what went down in the music scene in the 90s and the hate they got, and they still persisted and they still created really great music,
Mm-hmm.
and their life stories are really cool, and I feel like it's very enigmatic and very inspiring that like the music they created and how they express themselves. I feel like I wish the world today's music and people I wish had more expressions of. And I
Yeah.
feel like us as a youth, like what I see in Santa Cruz, I see people trying to do stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like this is not me now, but definitely me from high school, I would say, and like early college was definitely Strokes, Stone Temple Pilots. Stone Temple Pilots, I feel like was me. It could be like a sophisticated me of like me just feeling really energetic
Yeah.
and like rocky, and Osek, and then Stone Temple Pilots switches to like blue, like a blues, like bossa nova, or like a chill like jazz, or like slight and like depressed state of
Yeah.
music. Like I like those melodies. Then I did like Smashing Pumpkins, but I feel like besides those guys, I really liked, who did I like? Started liking Jeff Buckley because of the emotional rawness he delivered, and I felt like I resonated with him. So those three for sure. But I have to mention Prince and David Bowie because
I know. I know.
those are my favorite guys I'm listening to right now, and I feel like Bowie brings back multiple sides of me
Mm-hmm.
from like middle school. I listen to him all the way, so I've till this day. So like, he reminds me of like even family. I have a Theo who really loves him, and then I really love his expressions throughout the decades and the music he created. Like very gentleman, etiquette, and like he was just he just didn't give a shit, you know. Same with Prince, and Prince is a fucking legend. I feel
He's
like
a goat.
Prince learned is a genius, musical genius,
Yeah.
and like he was. A lot of people, I guess, were iffy about Prince because like what I'm learning is that I felt like Prince was crazy, but like at the same time, I really loved his different personas and like how he displayed himself on stage, and why I like Stone Temple Pilots and Prince and David Bowie. David Bowie, it's because they were frontmen, not just lyricists. they also performed and danced and dressed
There
crazy,
you go.
and
Yeah.
I dig that, and they inspire me to even like dress how I dress sometimes.
Yeah.
And yeah, like they were very like still in their like masculine machismo. They still had their, you know, their masculinity, and they weren't
They were
afraid of
themselves.
it. They were
Exactly.
themselves, and
Yeah.
people fucking dog on it. And I
Yeah.
feel like people should. It's freedom of expression. I feel like
It
people
is.
should be
Yeah.
comfortable in their own skin.
Yeah. I know it's scary, you know. Yeah, trying not to fit into the norm, especially when everybody can be so hard about it. But I think the actual creativity of like what people make music is when they actually step out of that norm and start doing what they want, start hearing what they want, even if it can be the craziest thing ever, you know. Like back when talking about Queen, they
Mm-hmm.
put their song Bohemian Rhapsody. The producer was like 6 minutes. Why the hell do you need 6 minutes for?
Mm-hmm.
Like songs are like 2-3 minutes.
See
They're
through
like
it, and he's
they're
yeah,
like if you
exactly.
want it, you can have it, but if you don't, we'll leave and find someone else.
Yeah,
Major hit today, you know.
I
Like
know for real.
it's just going out there, not being scared. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
rest in peace to those legends and
And they didn't follow the norm.
exactly.
I feel, you know, and that's what I really dig about them, because everyone always does the same old, and I really love that those respective artists in those respective decades were not afraid and were able to like fully express and share what they wanted to
Yeah.
share, you know, without societal pressures.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last question. This is a funny one. Not that funny, but
Mm-hmm.
if you could force everyone, like maybe on this earth, to listen to one song right now,
Fuck.
if you could, what would it be? I know it's a lot.
Woo!
Like,
I have to check.
do it, man. That's the
I
whole
have to
point.
check real
Yeah.
fucking quick. But like, see, right now, as I said, I'm in an experimental phase,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm trying to listen to new music and also
Mm-hmm.
like just get out of fucking
The same.
those
Mm-hmm.
stuck loops with like
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
artists. I've been there, and it fucking sucks because it feels like you're dry as hell,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
forget about the other music you also been listening to. But anyhow, I would say so. Like one song that everyone should listen
Mm-hmm.
is what is the
Like
question.
if you had the ability to make everybody on this earth listen to one song right now.
Ooh.
It's all good. Take your time.
Let's see. Let's see.
It's a tough one. I don't even know
Mhm.
what I'd say.
That everyone should listen.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to be biased because I'm wearing this shirt. This is the album as well. But damn. I feel like, well, just to keep it simple,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to prolong it,
That's all
but
good.
one that comes in mind for me is a song called Mr. Jones.
Okay.
And Mr. Jones is like, especially what I love about music too, especially music. I love music videos,
Mm.
especially from like 2000s and before.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot more creativity in
Oh
a
yeah.
way. I'm not saying it's not so much anymore, but I'm just saying it, you know,
It's a
before the
different.
internet
Yeah.
was, you know, on the rise and dominated today's, you know, society. I just feel like um I saw like the rawness and creativity and like of how people created their music videos. And I guess just for Mr. Jones at least, well, I think of Mr. Jones, there's a time like I would say during fall quarter, I was really like in a depressive state, I would
Mm-hmm.
say, being by myself. And what's it called? Uh it was very lonely, but Mr. Jones, the whole point of the song is like Mr. Jones is actually himself,
Yeah.
not this other dude, about like where he's out and about or at a bar and he wants to do all these things. And it seems like he's like afraid and like he he wants to be loved and like see himself be happy in a way. And like if you see the lyrics and him just dancing, that's just like the rawness of just him trying to be funky and just like him wanting to be seen. And he like at the end of the song it seems like he reached it and he's
Yeah.
already there looking back at himself in the
That's
TV screen.
nice.
So like
Yeah.
yeah, so like that's why I like that song. I feel like sometimes when that song plays, I feel like if I'm at a low spot, I feel like it gets me out
That's
of
good.
like a bad spot.
Yeah. like
during that present moment.
really takes you through that journey, and then by the end, you realize
Uh-huh.
you're like Mr. Jones in the
And I'm
TV.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Yeah. I mean, like I said, music has this power that just it can either change you for the better or help you through the worse, and
Hmm.
it's just something. That's why I'm starting this. Like people love
It's
music,
wicked. Yeah.
and like I don't think it's talked enough about. Like I can't say I'm the most knowledgeable about music, but I've seen other people on campus or they just were walking around that have so much talent, so much like edge into music that it makes me sometimes just want to ask, well, what's it about? Like, how do you see it? Like,
Yeah.
because then it just makes me happy because it's like we're all part of this big thing with music, and
In similar headspaces.
yeah, and
And like,
it gives me maybe new creativity with stuff maybe I want to make, and it's just really nice to see the other people's side of it. Cause,
super inspiring
yeah,
too.
exactly. Because you
And
get to actually just see.
I feel like at least in Santa Cruz, at least it just brings more community, or
Yeah,
youthful community, and
exactly.
not to just go on a stretch, but I just feel like with my community, it lacks that, or like uh back at home, there's like a lack of like
Hmm.
infrastructure, or like areas for like the youth culture for people to like play music
Yeah,
and express themselves and get around and have fun. There's really not a resource like that, and I
there
feel like
isn't. Yeah,
it fucking sucks because like it's people are just not just missing out, but it's just like uh I feel like people could gain like a
yeah,
lot of experience or reflection out of that. I don't know.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I said. Yeah, but that's the questions I had, and yeah, man, I appreciate your time. Thank you for the answers. That was really cool. I'm really glad. Junior, my roommate, you'll probably see him around a few other times, but yeah, was 10 minutes of music.
10
I
minutes of
don't even
music.
know how long it went for, but it's whatever. It's part of
15
editing.
minutes of music.
15 now,
It's a
I guess.
pleasure.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank
man.
you, Dylan.
Thank you,
Yeah, that
bro.
was
I
fun.
hella appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. Bye bye. That was sick, dude.